See all the good things on KGMB 9 tonight.
Marilyn Monroe will reveal all of her secrets in Blonde, CBS Sunday, May 13th.
Doesn't this look great?
All right.
I got everything here. So who says having a picnic outdoors is better?
Not me.
This looks delicious. I think so.
All right, what do you want?
Are we expecting anybody?
Huh? I'll get it.
This looks delicious. What's your favorite? Hey!
Hey, Ross.
I brought over some belated Easter presents for the kids. I figured if I waited any longer, it'd turn into Christmas. And I have some spectacular news. Got time?
No. Come on in. The kids will be very happy to see you.
Hey, Lucky Luciano, look at you. Look what the Easter chicken left for me.
Wow, those are huge.
Yeah, it's a good thing you didn't have to lay these bad boys, huh?
Come on in, we're having a picnic.
Oh. What do you mean you're having a picnic? Look at that, a picnic. Hi, Rose.
We're gonna eat by the pond, but it's too cold. So Mommy said we could have a picnic dinner indoors. Ooh. We're just about to play Duck Duck Goose. Right, Daddy?
Right.
Wanna play?
Oh, I would love to. I really would love to, but I just came over to drop off the candy. I can't stay.
How come?
I have this business meeting that I have to get to, and if I don't show up, heads are gonna roll. Here you go, Faith. Don't eat it all at once. Here you go. Oh, so nice of you.
So, Rose, what's your great news?
I heard Denise got a job in Chicago. Does that mean that you'll be running your dance school by yourself? The dance school was great. But I was just offered the opportunity of a lifetime. That sounds exciting. Does that mean that you'll be...
This is a special report from KGMB 9 News.
Good afternoon. We will return you to your regular programming shortly. Right now, though, we are about to go live to a news conference in which you will hear the fate of Navy Commander Scott Waddell. Now, Waddell met this morning with the commander of the U.S. Pacific Fleet, Admiral Thomas Vargo, and in a non-criminal proceeding called an Admiral's Mass. Waddell was the commander of the attack sub USS Greenville, which, as you know, surfaced and sank the Ehime Maru, killing 9 people, including teenagers, on board. We are going to take you live now to that news conference that is just starting now. Actually, we have been told that that will be momentarily. They're still getting their lineup ready. Let me tell you a little bit of background. Today's Admiral's Mass is the event that effectively ends Waddell's military naval career. And it does look as if they are ready for us, so we're going to take you there now live.
I have a rather lengthy statement which I have handed out and you should all have in your hands right now. I don't intend to read the entire statement. However, there are some key points that I would like to go over in some detail here, and then I'll be happy to answer your questions. On 13 April, Vice Admiral Nathman and the Court of Inquiry forwarded to me the Court of Inquiry's report of the investigation into the circumstances surrounding the collision between the USS Greenville and the Japanese motor vessel Ehime Maru. As you know, the court was directed to look into all aspects of the collision, including the cause of the collision and the responsibility for it, the impact of civilians on board and the embarkation program, the propriety of Greenville's assigned operating area that particular day, and the role of Captain Robert Brandhuber, a senior officer embarked. In addition, I intend to address the accountability of the commanding officer, Commander Waddell, and other members of the crew, the search and rescue, and throughout our actions to preclude incidents like this in the future. The Court of Inquiry was unanimous in its findings and conclusions. This is a comprehensive report that we've released today in total to the public. It includes a summary of the collision itself and a complete graphic reconstruction and a timeline of the events, a 119-page report of the Court of Inquiry, and the memorandum which details my conclusions and actions after reviewing the report. And then there's the more than 2,000 pages of supporting documentation and testimony that will be available on our website. Additionally, you have the statement that I've released today. Let me start with the collision. There were two fundamental causes for this collision. First was the inadequate acoustic and visual search conducted by USS Greenville in preparation for surfacing on 9 February. Second was the failure of the ship's watch team to work together and pass information to each other about the surface contact picture. As you read this report, the reason for these two causes is quite clear. Commanding Officer USS Greenville created an artificial sense of urgency in preparation for surfacing his ship, when prudent seamanship, the safety of his submarine, and good judgment dictated otherwise. In doing so, he marginalized key contact management and control room personnel, cut corners on prescribed operational procedures, and inhibited the proper development of the surface picture. Greenville was aware of 3 surface sonar contacts as she prepared to surface. Managing these contacts was well within the capability of any ship. And ultimately, an adequate periscope search of the proper duration at a higher elevation and with due consideration for the white, hazy background would have precluded this accident. The collision summary I've provided you shows all of this in great detail. And let me be clear, there was no fault or neglect on the part of Ehime Maru's captain or crew. There was no equipment or system failure on board Ehime Maru that contributed to the collision. This collision was solely the fault of USS Greenville. This tragic accident could and should have been avoided by simply following existing Navy standards and procedures in bringing submarines to the surface. The responsibility of the commanding officer for his ship in this regard is clearly stated in Navy regulations. It is absolute, and it starts with the safe navigation of the ship. Today, I found Commander Scott Waddell, the former commanding officer of Greenville, guilty of committing 2 violations of the Uniform Code of Military Justice at Admiral's Mast. These were Article 92, dereliction in the performance of his duties, and Article 110, negligent hazarding of a vessel. As punishment, I issued a punitive letter of reprimand and directed him to forfeit 1/2 his pay for 2 months, and also directed that action be taken to detach Commander Waddell for cause from his previous duties as commanding officer. I suspended the forfeiture, but these actions will effectively terminate his career. I determined that Admiral's Mast to be the proper and appropriate forum for accountability, because the Court of Inquiry's report indicated that Commander Waddell's actions on 9 February represented a serious departure from the high standards expected of officers in command. At the same time, the court's report did not produce any evidence of criminal intent or deliberate misconduct on Commander Waddell's part. I think this is an important point. Additionally, Commander Waddell upheld the principle and tradition of accountability and took full responsibility for his actions. And prior to this accident, Commander Waddell's career and record of superior performance in the service of his nation were excellent. Additionally, I did not refer Commander Waddell's case to a general court-martial because the facts related to the cause of the collision are well understood as a result of the Court of Inquiry and its comprehensive report. Commander Waddell is responsible for this accident under Navy regulations, and he has publicly accepted that responsibility. He has been held formally accountable by both this process and my actions at Admiral's Mast. With respect to accountability for other Greenville personnel, the Court of Inquiry recommended that accountability for the officer of the deck, Lieutenant J.G. Michael Cohen, be dealt with by the commanding officer of Greenville. Instead, I elected to convene Admiral's Mast for him because his responsibilities are just as clear under Navy regulations. At that hearing, I counseled him to ensure he fully understood his obligation with regard to the safe navigation of the ship and the proper supervision of personnel on watch in the control room, despite the presence of the commanding officer. The court recommended that Fire Control Technician First Class Patrick Sechrist be taken to Captain's Mast by the commanding officer USS Greenville to answer for his actions for failing to report a closing sonar contact in accordance with the CO's, the commanding officer's, standing orders. I noted this recommendation and have forwarded it to Commander Submarine Force Pacific for action as he deemed appropriate. Now, the rest of the actions with respect to accountability of the crew are listed in the statement you have before you. With respect to the implementation of the Distinguished Visitors Program on Greenville, I concur with the court's opinion that none of the embarked civilians on board on 9 February directly contributed to this collision. The 3 civilian guests who participated at controls in the emergency surfacing maneuver were properly supervised at all times and did not contribute to this accident. The remaining guests were quiet and attentive to instruction. They did, however, prove to be a distraction to the commanding officer, hindered the normal flow of contact information the moments leading up to the collision, and as such affected the performance of control room watchstanders. It was Commander Waddle's responsibility to prevent this from occurring. I believe that modifications to the Distinguished Visitor Program are necessary. By this action, I've directed that our numbered fleet commanders, in coordination with our submarine, surface, and aviation type commanders, personally approve all individual ship and squadron training agendas in support of civilian embarks. I've directed the Pacific Fleet Deputy Commander to coordinate a review of this guidance to the Pacific Fleet. I've forwarded a recommendation to the Chief of Naval Operations for a thorough review of the associated Navy-wide instructions to achieve consistent policy direction throughout the Navy. And lastly, it's my recommendation for the future that civilians not be at key watch stations during any critical evolution. Obviously, that includes the emergency blow. The Distinguished Visitor Embarkation Program is extremely valuable to a nation like ours. The public has a right and a need to know and understand how its Navy operates and the service it provides to this country. The educators, businessmen, legislators, staff personnel, local government officials, family members, and media who typically join us at sea are a cross-section of America and contribute much to this nation's understanding of the Navy's mission and the performance of our sailors. I've also addressed the search and rescue and the propriety of the operating areas. Those are both satisfactory, and those are included in your statement. In summaries, to the families of the lost, I again offer my profound sorrow and regret for this tragedy. We've expressed our apologies throughout this difficult period. It's been our objective to bring forth the facts related to the causes of this accident in a fair, open, and just manner from the very beginning. The Court of Inquiry has determined the cause of the collision. Through the provisions of the Uniform Code of Military Justice, I have held Commander Waddle and members of his crew accountable for their failures in the performance of their duties. Punishment has been awarded where appropriate. As I indicated previously, I have directed actions to ensure the proper execution of the Distinguished Visitors Program is accomplished under the close supervision and specific approval of our senior and most experienced leaders. And I've requested a review by the chain of command of the administration of this program. Additionally, the Greenville's performance that led to this serious accident, the removal of the commanding officer, the interruption of the ship's training schedule for docking repairs, and the results of this investigation lead me to believe that a thorough evaluation of the watch team proficiency in Greenville is warranted. I've directed the Commander Submarine Force Pacific to conduct this evaluation after the new permanently assigned commanding officer reports for duty. Successful demonstration of Greenville's watch standing as a team under new leadership is a prerequisite to Greenville's certification for deployed operations. But ultimately, we will prevent accidents of this nature by respecting the importance of our responsibilities and the value of well-honed and time-tested operating procedures. As such, I've directed the Commander Submarine Force Pacific to prepare a case study of this accident and its lessons. It will be briefed to every commanding officer and every prospective commanding officer, and then used to train the officers of each ship of the force. Initial action will be completed within 60 days, but this will remain a standing requirement. It will serve to remind all that no matter how apparently routine the mission, there is nothing about going to sea that is forgiving. Now I'd be happy to answer your questions.
Okay, you have just heard Admiral Thomas Fargo detailing the end of the career of Navy Commander Scott Waddell. Very briefly, we'll go over. Waddell has received a letter of reprimand. He has been removed from his position. He has received a reduction in pay, and he will be discharged from the Navy. We will have details for you at 5, 6, and 10. Also, we'll have updates from the teacher contract talks throughout the night. So we will return you to your programming, which we are picking up where we left off. You haven't missed a thing. See you later tonight. Mahalo.
This has been a special report from KGMB 9 News.
Here you go. Here's some water.
Oh, thanks, Molly.
Are you sure you're okay? Because if you're dizzy, you should put your
I'm
head
not
between your
dizzy.
legs.
I'm just really uncoordinated. Ask any member of my family about when I tried out for the girls' softball team. I trip over my own shadow if given half the chance.
You know, I've seen her get dizzy like that before, and I never said anything because she promised if I did, she'd have my head.
Well, that sounds like Lynn.
Margo, I never saw her fall. I mean, this could be serious.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for telling me. I appreciate it, Jake.
Hey, Margot. I didn't see you at the poker table. What was wrong? Afraid I'd beat the pants off of you?
Why are you pretending like this didn't happen to you?
What is this, a conspiracy? Are you trying to psych out the card-playing competition? I'm just really, really tired. I'm just overworked.
Yeah, well, that might fly if Jake hadn't told me this isn't the first time you've been shaking on your feet. What's going on?
Nothing.
Nothing? Whole room full of doctors in there. How about if I get a second opinion?
No, please, just don't tell Ben. Don't tell anyone.
This is the place.
Such as it is. Gabriel Frank!
There must be some mistake.
Correct. But I'm going to give you a chance to redeem yourself. Tell me what you want with my son.
Caliente.
That's Spanish for hot, right?
Yes.
You know, as I was putting everything on, I was picturing you taking everything off.
I feel like a bum. I haven't even changed yet. This place is a mess.
Oh, who cares?
I wanted this night to be perfect. I just got back.
What's wrong? You look kind of wrecked.
I just went to visit the so-called father.
Oh, well, that would explain it.
My mother was begging me to go over there, so I at least had to go over there for her, you know?
So what'd he do? Recruit you to be his best man, as if marrying my mother wasn't insult enough?
When I got there, he knew about the pictures of him and Ruby. He knew I worked with Gabriel to set him up.
No, Brian. Did he get the pictures away from you?
No. If you can believe this, he didn't even ask for them. He just asked me to do what I had to do and asked me to promise him one thing.
Oh, what?
He asked me to protect myself. From Gabriel and Ruby.
That's all?
Yeah, and it wasn't even like he was trying to cover his tracks. I mean, tonight he actually talked to me like he was my dad.
Your son? I don't know who your son is.
A lousy actor. Bryant Montgomery.
But she wants to refresh your memory. No, please.
You hurt him. You conned him. You almost got him in jail. What do you want?
We don't want anything.
If you don't know how far I will go to protect my son, I can show you. I can show you.
No, come on, please. Okay, look, no, okay, let's just not, okay, I'll tell you everything.
Does your skincare product offer incomplete care? Most do. Even some new ones don't offer everything your skin needs most. Now, have it all. Olay Complete. Daily protection against UVA and UVB rays, vitamin E, and light Olay moisture in one complete product. Not some of what you need some of the time. This one has it all. Olay Complete. Proven to give your skin everything it needs most to look beautiful.
Tonight, drinks are on you. Really, on you. Tide Rapid Action Tabs start to dissolve super fast and help get out more tough stains than any other tablets. So dinner can be on you too. Tide Rapid Action Tabs.
What am I?
An ogre who didn't fit in.
Back,
They judged me before they even know me.
A donkey who needed a friend.
You don't know what it's like to be considered a freak. Well, maybe you do, but that's why we gotta stick together.
And the princess who brought out the best.
Man, isn't this romantic?
In everyone.
Shrek? It's no way to behave in front of a princess. She's as nasty as you are.
Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, Cameron Diaz, John Lithgow. Shrek, rated PG. Starts May 18th everywhere.
Wizard Scented Oil. It brings a unique freshness to your home. You can control the fragrance level to create a long-lasting magical atmosphere. Scented Oil from Wizard. Fragrances that change your world.
My baby is American-made, born and bred in the USA.
When you're ready for a real candy bar, nothing works like the nutty, chewy taste of a Baby Ruth from Nestle.
Colgate Total, the only toothpaste that gives you 12-hour protection, would like to announce another breakthrough.
Whiter teeth. Introducing new Colgate Total Plus Whitening.
Still fights plaque, tartar buildup, bad breath, even gingivitis, and whitens too. New Colgate Total Plus Whitening. The same 12-hour protection as Colgate Total, only whiter.
It's a story every parent should see. A single mom, her teenage daughter, and the shocking events that led to murder. A 48 Hours mystery. Tonight.
Original survivors Richard, Jervis, and Sean tomorrow on The Early Show.
Look, I didn't go looking for Bryant again. He came to me.
Yeah, right. I just came from a long conversation with my son. He told me of your remorse and how you just had to make amends, huh?
We didn't mean for the kid to get in trouble with the cops, and when we seen what we'd done, we just...
So you preyed on him? You promised him compromising pictures of me? You took advantage of his confusion?
Look, with all due respect, you're wrong. Bryant knew exactly what he wanted when you... When you didn't buy Ruby's act, he's the one that ordered us to find something more explicit.
Your daughter naked on top of me?
You know, whatever works, that's the family motto.
I would have beaten you to blood pulp, is my motto.
Look, the boy begged us for help. After what we'd done to him, I couldn't turn my back.
Somehow I'm still unconvinced. Now, tell me what you want with my son.
Look, I'm sorry, Montgomery, but what I said before is true. Bryant tracked me down. Now, look, just just listen and consider, right? If you find that so hard to believe, consider maybe it's because you'd rather blame some greasy nobody like myself than face the fact that your own son hates your guts. Huh?
I didn't say that I was leaving town. No, no. Opportunity knocked right here in Oakdale. But you are giving up the dance school. Well, as you know, dancing is just one of my many talents. I'm branching out now. And my pop always said, you gotta find somebody on the outside to pluck you from the inside. And I found the right person. Who's that? Lucinda. She got big plans for me. Big plans.
Big plans, huh? What are they?
Yeah. You know Lucinda. He just doesn't want to get into details over the telephone. Very top secret. But she has so many companies, you know? I could be involved in one of them. Next time you see me, I could be a mogul in training. Well, yeah, I don't want to keep her waiting.
You should have been here on Easter. We had an Easter egg hunt.
Oh, that's great. Hey, maybe next year, you know? We'll do that next year, and I got a schnoz that can smell an Easter egg from a mile away. Oh, look at the time. I really gotta run. Thanks for coming by, and thank you for bringing the candy and your news.
Let us know what Lucinda has planned for you.
Sure thing. Don't bother. It's one thing I know. It's how to get out of this place.
All right. Who's ready to play?
I am.
I am.
Let's go.
Here we go. Come on over here.
Let's go over here, too.
Duck. Duck. Goose.
Oh.
I know you both mean well, but I am not a delicate flower. I'm more like a Venus flytrap. Just ask any of my opponents in court. Molly, you should go back to the party. You should be kicking up your heels instead of babysitting me. And please tell Jake thanks for the concern. But Dr. McKinnon, medicine man, he is not. Go. Shoot, go.
Well, everything okay?
Leanne says she's just tired.
You don't buy it.
I better get back to Ben. He's gonna worry about me.
Well, maybe he should worry about you. How long have you been having these symptoms, honey? Leanne, I am thrilled that you're back here in Oakdale, and nobody could be happier than your dad to have his daughter as a partner.
The feeling is mutual, and you know that.
Yeah, well, beginning to wonder if you didn't come back here because you're having some kind of health problem. I mean, you're a fast-track lawyer, you're in a huge firm in D.C., and you quit without a moment's notice. Leanne, what is really going on here?
I came back to Oakdale to enjoy the good life and to get away from the pressures that were not making me happy and to be closer to my family. What's so wrong with that?
Nothing. I guess maybe it's just the cop in me. I'm used to seeing through people who are holding things from me. Now, you can tell me now, or you can tell me later. But you know you're kind of the only daughter I have, and I love you. And if you're sick, I'm gonna find out.
When you or someone you love is hospitalized, safety matters most. That's why doctors and hospitals choose Tylenol more than any other pain reliever. Doctors know Tylenol is least likely to have drug interactions, and it won't cause stomach irritation the way aspirin and even ibuprofen sometimes can. It's the pain reliever hospitals use most. Tylenol. Take comfort in our strength.
I'm in a payphone. I'm not from here. I took my shopping bags when I turned around to grab the purse. The cab was gone. No, I didn't. I'm very calm, sir. I just left my wallet with $1,000 in the cab. It's all my cash. I have nothing. Excuse me? No, I didn't get the driver's name. You don't understand. I'm on vacation. Everything is in that cab.
It's one of the world's best beauty secrets. Steam Mist for skin and Conair Nose for hair, too. Steam and Shine. It heats instantly, curls and shines. Keep your hair steaming and beautiful with Steam and Shine from Conair.
Pepperidge Farm Sausalito cookies. Mounds of chocolate and macadamia nuts. Hey, if you're gonna have a cookie, have a cookie. Pepperidge Farm. Never have an ordinary day.
What happens when science and moisture come together? New Tresemme Hydrology shampoos and conditioners. Hydro for moisture, ology for science. The science of moisture for healthy hair. Hydrology. Science that does more than infuse moisture, actually locks it in. For hair that's shiny, healthy, incredible. New Hydrology from Tresemme Professional Hair Care.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Did you hear that? That's the sound of the special kind of clean we quilt into every sheet of Quilted Northern.
Black tissue doesn't have it.
All that quilting leaves you feeling clean.
Squeaky clean.
Quilted Northern for quilted clean.
Okay, Detective. So I had an EKG during a routine physical in Washington that wasn't exactly perfect, but it's no big deal. It's just stress.
Well, so there is something wrong.
The doctor said I have rapid heartbeat, which causes shortness of breath, and sometimes it makes me dizzy, but it never lasts long.
You fell in there. That's serious, Leanne.
The last few years haven't exactly been a walk in the park for me. Law school and studying for the bar and working 70, 80 hours a week if I even wanted to dream of being partner.
I'm so sorry. I wish we had known you were so unhappy.
It's not that I was unhappy. I wasn't anything. I just didn't have time to feel. It's only when I got here that I realized that it felt so great to be in a place where people were something from me. And when Dad offered me the partnership in the firm, it was like a gift. I saw it as a chance for me to get my priorities straight. For me to put the people who mean something to me first again. And there's nothing wrong with that. So, Margot, if you really love me, you won't get my dad all worried just because I took one stupid fall. He's not just my dad. He's also my partner. And I don't want him to think that he can't count on me. And I don't want Ben to think that I don't have the stamina to win this adoption case for Curtis. He is depending on me, too.
Okay, all right. I won't say anything to anybody, but you make a deal with me. You go see John at the hospital, and you make a follow-up appointment to make absolutely sure that nothing is seriously wrong, and then I won't say boo to Tom or Ben. Hi.
Hi.
Ben. Is that a deal?
Hate to break up this powwow, but the people at the poker table are wondering what happened to the dealer.
We were just kind of catching up on some girl talk. Talking about the latest in law enforcement apparel. But we've wrapped it up just about, right?
For now. Come here, yes.
Do you think they'll understand if the dealer bows out early? I'm kind of pooped. Are you up for taking me home?
Whatever you say. In fact, I'm a little tired from the hospital myself.
I better break it to the Joy Luck Club over there. Oh, no. Did he win all these all by himself?
No.
Well, you should talk. You folded after the first hand.
Hey, because you know I can beat you with my eyes shut. But I didn't think that it would be a proper way to repay you for such a wonderful party.
Well, then why don't you put your chips where your mouth is?
Let's go.
Don't think I won't. But not tonight. I'm really tired. I don't want you guys to see me running on only a few cylinders.
Oh, come on. You're leaving already?
I really had a long day, and you are working me to the bone. But seriously, this was just the greatest welcome home party. Thank you again.
Okay, ladies and gents. Get ready for 7-card stud, which I happen to just love. And watch out for the Jack of Hearts, because he's wild, and so am I.
Go get the coats. Grab Curtis the Magnificent over there. Okay.
I'll get him. Are you following me?
No, listen, I really meant what I said. You can make an appointment with John. He's a cardiac specialist. You make that appointment? Promise me?
Leanne, have you seen Curtis' latest card trick here?
I can't figure out how he does it.
I can figure it out. In 100 years, I can figure it out.
Actually, I'm very familiar with this guy's moves, but I'm afraid we are going to have to say goodnight.
Oh, Curtis was going to show me how to do it.
Oh, like you could figure it out either, huh?
You really have to leave so soon, honey?
Call me a wimp, but I have to get up early for work.
Stay. I'll put in a good word with the boss for you.
I wish I could.
Well, you know, at least promise you'll come to dinner next week.
It's a deal.
Good.
Good.
Goodbye, John.
Goodbye.
And
Nice to see you again.
hope to see you soon.
Oh, we know.
All right, Curtis, let's go. Time for me to make you disappear.
So Leanne left abruptly. Is everything all right?
She's really, really tired, but I think she had a great time. So, how are we doing? Winning or losing?
Oh, say a little bit of both.
Did you bet the house again?
Yeah, I want it back.
All right, how is Leanne?
Well, listen, it was a very nice party. You did a good job. I was proud of you.
Oh, thank you, John. Listen, I referred Leanne to you to make an appointment.
Something wrong?
No, probably not. But if she doesn't make that appointment in the next couple days, she give me a call.
It's me. Hey!
Oh, that meeting went on and on and on, like Schubert. Discussing the season next year in the Performing Arts Center. Nobody can make a decision without me. Am I late, or?
You're a woman in demand. And no, you're not late. I'm early.
Right, you are. That's very good.
I know you're a stickler about time.
Good business practice.
I want you to know, when I was in Atlantic City as a showgirl, I was always on time. Never late. They made me the dance captain because of that. I'm very reliable.
Really? Can I, refresh your drink?
Drink?
Yeah.
No, not a drink. It's, I want you to know I never mix business and alcohol. Soda.
Oh, great. Well, I've had a long, boring day, and I'm gonna have something.
You go ahead. You deserve it. I mean, any person who could run a multinational corporation like Worldwide and a newspaper, you're like the poster child for anybody with ambition, guts, and heart.
Wow, thank you.
So?
Well.
What are you getting mad for me? I'm like, I've been on pins and needles. When you called me this morning, I've been thinking about this.
Given a lot of thought to your situation.
Me too. Me too. I just want you to know, since the dance school closed, I got nothing in the bank. I got zero cash.
Oh, well, there's that.
So I was thinking about, you know, maybe I should work in public relations. I'm very good with people.
Rose.
And I could run, maybe, I don't know, in management. I ran that benefit, you know, the telethon.
Rose! Hello, Rose. I do want to help you. I want to point you in the career that's right for you, okay? I want to do that. But first, you have to pass a little test.
Craig thinks that Gabriel and Ruby are using us, that they wouldn't be, you know, sticking out their necks if they didn't want something in return.
It's not like we haven't thought of that already. And did you tell him that Gabriel gave you back the $1,500, that it was because of Gabriel that you stayed out of jail?
No, I didn't get the chance to.
We've been careful.
I just don't know what's up with the way he's acting, though. It's like he was, like, really worried about me. I don't know. You know what? Maybe he just wants me to feel this way, and maybe it's a trick.
Well, it's weird that he didn't want the pictures. He must be worried that my mom's gonna see them. If it's a trick, it's a good one. Or are you feeling like you can sort of trust him.
I don't know. It's like he's got these two sides, you know, one's a dad.
And one lies, robs you blind, and breaks up my parents' marriage. Look, I completely understand why you're confused, but I really hope this hasn't changed your mind. I still think that those pictures are the only way we're gonna stop this wedding.
You're right. Nothing's changed. He's already done so much to hurt so many people, and we're gonna stop him before he does anything else. He's already hurt the most important person in my life. And I will not let him hurt you anymore, Jen. You can count on that.
Now, I'm going to ask you one more time. What are you getting out of this? And if you don't answer me, I'm going to have to break you down.
What could I possibly gain out of helping your son?
You trying to blackmail me?
Mr. Montgomery, I'm sorry, but where's the profit motive? Your son's been very open with me about your precarious financial position. He's told me all about your upcoming nuptials. So you're only going through with them so you can share in your future life.
That is not an answer!
I'm sorry. Sorry, it's none of my business. Please. Blackmail isn't in the cards. The pictures belong to Bryant. He's determined to destroy your wedding.
Well, maybe he was going to sell them to the intruder. Yeah. I think Craig's got a high profile and he's marrying a well-known businesswoman. He could sell papers.
Emily Stewart?
Well, who the hell's Emily Stewart? Guys, you're still looking for something that just isn't there. The only reason I did this was because I felt I owed Brian something. I want to get the negatives. Here, take them. The only person they're useful to is your angry, bitter, surprisingly vindictive son. Oh, I wonder how he got that way.
When I brought Alice home, Ralph and Ed weren't exactly thrilled. Purina Cat Chow brand understood. They have mentors whose insights bring everybody closer together.
Physical, emotional, complete at any age. That's the Purina Cat Chow way of life.
For itch sufferers, relief is here. 12-hour Lanacane with antibacterial plus vitamins. Works all day or all night.
It stops itching plus kills germs.
Lanacane, itch relief that works all day or all night.
Smile, you've got friendship.
Smile, you got friendship.
A honey mustard smile.
Honey mustard smile.
The snack. Spread it on with style.
Spread it on with style.
Smile, you've got friendship. Smile, you've got friendship.
There's nothing like the new, sweet, and tangy taste of French's honey mustard. So share a smile with the richer, smoother flavor of French's.
Smile, you've got French's honey mustard.
I could dance all night back then. So I was thrilled when my oldest grandson wanted to follow in my footsteps. But before our first lesson, I had a heart attack. I needed to lower my cholesterol.
How will you take care of your high cholesterol and heart disease?
I tried diet and exercise, but it was still too high. So I asked my doctor about Zocor. He told me Zocor, along with diet, can really get your cholesterol down. And Zocor's proven to significantly reduce the risk of heart attack among people with high cholesterol and heart disease. Right where it should be.
Zocor is a prescription medicine and is not for everyone, including women who are nursing, pregnant or may become pregnant, or people with liver problems. Your doctor may do blood tests to check for liver problems. Because serious side effects can result, tell your doctor about any muscle pain or weakness you experience and about any medicines you are taking. For more information about Zocor, talk to your doctor.
Be good to yourself. It's your future. Be there.
The best things in Everybody ready? Let's go!
What would your mom do with $1 million? You could find out in Hallmark's Mother's Day card game.
Everybody out!
Right now, every Hallmark Mother's Day card you give her is another chance for her to win $1 million from Hallmark.
Great game! Who wants pizza?
On the first of 5 new episodes of Judging Amy, a dying man fights to see his grandchild, but he's got one obstacle.
You're afraid your daughter will be physically abused by your father?
Plus, he thought he'd found a loving family. But what did this boy do to get kicked out of their house?
Your rejection will destroy this kid.
All new Judging Amy, CBS Tuesday.
CBS presents the inspiring story of a woman bravely raising her special child alone.
I wouldn't trade 1 minute we've had together.
Hallmark Hall of Fame's Follow the Stars home, Sunday, May 6th.
No wonder the Dirt Devil Vision is so popular. It never needs bags, has swivel casters for easy pushing and turning, and it's powerful yet lightweight. But if you want something really lightweight, give the Dirt Devil Vision Light a lift. It's the lightest full-size bagless upright you can buy without giving up an ounce of power. For power you can see, get a Vision, because nothing escapes the power of a Dirt Devil.
Good afternoon, I'm Stephanie Lum. The teacher strike heads into its 19th day. Watch KGMB 9 News for the latest local news at 5 and 6 tonight.
LeAnn Rimes hosts the Academy of Country Music Awards live, CBS Wednesday, May 9th.
Don't insult me. I know what I'm dealing with.
Where are the copies, huh?
He only prints with pride. If you don't believe me, go on, just search the whole place. Go on, you won't find anything.
Vultures like you would only camp out in Oakdale if you smell blood. The question is whose? Is that what your daughter's out working on? Will you stay home, decorating?
Oh, who knows? Perhaps as we speak, she's at the Walsh compound digging her talons into your son's back.
That's it. My son lives on the property of the biggest fish in town, Lucinda Walsh. Hmm?
I'm not acquainted.
She's your target. That's why the sudden interest in my son.
No. Huh? You're way off. You're way
No, listen to Walsh. It makes a lot of sense.
Look, I have no interest in this Walsh woman or her fortune, I assure you.
You are way out of your league, Hairball. Now, if you're smart, you'll get out of town now. I will not let you use my son. And if he gets hurt in any way, I will find you and I will take you apart. Got that? You got that?
Yes.
That's it. That's it.
All quiet on the Western Front?
Oh, yeah. Face, eyes closed as soon as she hit the pillow.
You're kidding. Wow. That's a first. Must have been that last round of Duck, Duck, Goose. Wore her out.
Nice of Rose to bring that candy box.
Yes. Yes, it was.
She seemed,
Intense?
Yeah. Just glad that she's decided to, move on with things.
Yeah. I wonder what kind of job my mother has planned for her.
I'm sure Rose won't accept anything short of chief operating officer.
Could you see her at one of those worldwide meetings with all those stuffed shirts? Chewing gum and telling bad jokes. Oh, Miss D'Angelo, what's your position on a leveraged buyout? And by the way, do you have an extra stick of spearmint for me in your pocket?
No, whatever it is, I just hope it makes her happy.
Yeah, well, I'm sure my mother will run her ragged, so we won't see her very much. Maybe family occasions, once in a while.
Probably not.
Mommy.
Oh, what is it, honey?
I can't sleep.
Well, come here, buddy.
Is it school? Is that the bully Pete? Is he bothering you again?
I know what it is. I bet you got a tummy ache from all that chocolate you ate, right?
It's not a tummy ache, it's Aunt Rose.
Why would you be worried about Aunt Rose?
Nobody likes her anymore.
Why would you say that?
You didn't want her to stay tonight when she brought the candy. You didn't ask her to play with us or have some of our picnic.
You heard Aunt Rose. She had a meeting.
I think she said that because she knows you don't like her.
What? No, that's not true. No, it's just... sometimes grown-ups, they need a timeout from each other so they can stay friends.
Did Aunt Rose pick a fight with you?
No,
No.
nobody's fighting here.
No.
Hey, you remember when we bought you that remote control robot?
They could talk and its head lit up.
That's right, and you were playing with your friends, Kip and Tommy. None of you guys wanted to share. You didn't want to take turns.
That's right, and we gave a timeout to all of you. And then next time you saw each other, you weren't mad at each other anymore.
Because we had time to calm down.
That's right. We had to calm down. And you weren't doing anything wrong. You just started playing, and things got out of hand, and...
So when everything calms down again, we could be friends with Aunt Rose?
That's right.
Yes. Absolutely. Oh, you're tired. So you know what? Let me take you. Come on. I'm taking you back to bed. Let's go. I'll walk you upstairs.
Night, buddy.
Night, Daddy. Mommy?
What? What is it?
I hope Aunt Rose isn't sad.
A test? Talking about like an IQ test?
Oh, not necessary, darling.
Personality test? You want to know everything about me. I understand.
Heaven forfend, I don't want to know everything about you.
I don't get it. I mean, ever since I got landed in this burg, I've been tested up and down. I don't want to brag or anything, but my head's on right. My head is clear. I passed all the tests with flying colors.
Yeah, but it's been a very trying year. I just want to make sure that you're capable of assuming this new position in my company.
Oh. I got it. Class. I got to make sure I'm classy enough. I understand. I can get rid of this look. I mean, I can brush out the hair, take down the makeup. It's just the way I look, you know. Oh, for me.
Good. But it's a question of character.
Uh-huh. What?
Well, as you pointed out, it's been a heck of a year. I might leave a girl at 6s and 7s.
You want me to go to one of those spas, maybe, for a little bit? Make sure I'm real mellow. I can do that, no problem. Sure.
No, that's not what I was thinking of. I was thinking more of a party for family and friends, something all-encompassing, something that would bring us all together again.
You mean like a welcome to the family kind of bash? Never had anything like that. Yeah. And I'll be great. I'll be like Miss Class, you know? I'll make sure I don't embarrass you in front of all your friends and all the people that work for you. I'll be like Eliza Doolittle when Henry Higgins got a hold of her. The rain in Illinois falls mainly on the hoi polloi. How's that?
It's very nice, darling. Gin was mother's milk to her.
Cheers.
But you're not going to be the guest of honor. You're a co-hostess.
Oh, great. That's fine. With your cash, I could throw a heck of a shindig. What are we celebrating? Come on, spill it.
The reunion of Holden and Lily.
That's my test? Throwing a party to celebrate Holden and Lily getting back together?
It's a wonderful idea, don't you think? They'll clear the air, and you will demonstrate your loyalty to your sister.
And who decides if I pass this test?
I do, of course.
She's got my keen sense.
$9.99. New extra crispy chicken.